Ray Stewart here, VIP, the magazine interview with Miss Christina Thompson, founder, CEO, and owner of Roc Las Vegas. How you doing today?
I'm wonderful. How are you doing today?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Good.
Okay, share with VIP where you come from, city, state.
Well, I'm originally from Berkeley, California,
Okay.
and I moved here in Las Vegas in 2005. Relocated back to California to be with family in 2010, and here I am back again in 2012 to stay.
Oh, great, great. That's good. When did you recognize about the things that you do now as far as Roc? What made you come to that decision to put this together?
Well, Roc Las Vegas was definitely, I didn't have that name per se, but I had the vision planted in me when I became a victim of domestic violence. And I've always had a heart to give back and help others, but I didn't know in what capacity. So when I found myself, at a turning point in my life and needing help, I was living in the Shade Tree Shelter in 2013 when I had to run from a man who was trying to take my life. And in that situation, I experienced a lot of different women from different walks of life needing different types of assistance, including myself. And then at the Shade Tree, outside of the Shade Tree, there are streets, blocks around the shade tree, surrounding the shade tree, of homeless people living on the streets, literally sleeping on the streets. So as I would leave the shelter every day, I noticed these people, being very desperate in their situation, and just as more desperate than I was living in the shelter. So that's pretty much where Operation Artist Drives came from. And Operation Artist Drives was the original name of this organization because I thought me as a poet and wanting to use my gift to give back to our community, I felt that I can solicit the assistance from other artists in Las Vegas to use our skills together, form something together, fundraising events, so we can raise money or raise other types of donations to give back to our community.
Great. It's really good. Let's see. Is there anyone that influenced you into doing what you do?
I can't say that anyone influenced me because I know that this was God that planted this seed. Because again, I've always had it in me. I've always wanted to, for the last 10 years, I've always wanted to start an outreach mission, a mission for children and for women, and to give back to the communities. So I can't say per se that there is any one person, but I can say the organizations here inspire me of what they do, like the Shade Tree, putting on fundraising events, like Catholic Charities, giving free food and things like that away. I've always wanted to start my own pantry and own closet where I can offer the assistance to low-income families of whatever they need. So that's pretty much where my main influence today is coming from, so I can grow even bigger than what we are today.
Okay. How do you find the people to, work with you with this organization?
I am very grateful for Facebook because I utilize a lot of the social media platforms to reach out to those that may haven't had an interest in the beginning for years themselves, but didn't know how to get started. So I know that there are a lot of good people out there, and there's millions of people on Facebook. Even though I don't have millions of followers or millions of Facebook friends, everybody knows somebody, so they can spread the word. And I also utilize my job. I work at Healthcare Partners, and I've been able to send out email blasts to my department, and I've received so much support from all of the women there, donating cases of water, clothing, and so on. So I even have my boss came out and supported me and served at one event at the Shade Tree, and for Valentine's Day, we had a big Valentine's Day clothing giveaway, and we served over 300 women there for that event, and children, and made gift cards. So I've had a lot of support from my job and from Facebook combined.
Okay. Your day by day, as far as Roc, give us an example.
Well, We Rock is definitely in my blood. So something I think about even when I'm working at my day job, 9 to 5. So as far as the day-to-day operations, we're very small right now. So I'm not in a position to put so much work and demand on the current volunteers and staff that I have right now. They're totally on a volunteer basis, even though I've already dubbed some of them as being outreach coordinators because they present as such a management presence. They have such great leadership skills. Zim Thompson, Ivana Christie, have been like my biggest supporters over the last 3 years and always had my back, and they're back on board now that I'm getting started. And so I basically will reach out to them and keep in contact with them and let them know what events I'm planning for the next couple weeks, next month, or what have you. And I just utilize Facebook, email, texting, and contact other people on my Facebook page to let them know, okay, we're planning an event and we're looking for volunteers, or if you know anyone that would like to donate clothing. So day to day, I'll be in my car on my lunch hour, and I'll be posting on Facebook, for the events that are coming up for We Rock Las Vegas. So yeah, it's something that I'm doing around the clock. Even when I'm sleeping, I'm thinking of what's the next move, and how could we do even better and even more in our community. So I never sleep on thinking of and mastering and maximizing the vision. And that's pretty much it right now. But again, today we had a great event turnout at the Shade Tree for our service at the shelter. And we have a lot of new people on board. So now my day-to-day is going to grow because now I have more people to contact on a day-to-day basis and keep them informed of what events are coming up and that we're going to need volunteers. So I need them to get out there and recruit.
Okay, We Rock. Mm-hmm. Where did that name come from?
Well, We Rock came from the idea of that it's not about me. I can't do this by myself. And I want to inspire our whole community to get out there and help. Even if you don't want to join my organization, form something or a movement of your own. Right. Or you and your family can do it together as a family unit and family bonding time by going out and giving to the community. So I thought in that perspective is a unity, and it stands for togetherness. We all need to be accountable for our community. Mm-hmm. If we want change, we have to do change. We have to be the change that we want to see. So that's where we came up with. But then the acronym came up with, I came up with that because as a woman and going through what I've gone through and seeing the women struggling and us not really supporting each other, I wanted to be that role model and that example of, yeah, we can support each other. And this is how we do it together. And I want to show you how to do it in your community or wherever you live. So it stands for Women's Empowerment through Resources, Organizations, and Charity.
Great name.
Thank you.
Great name.
Yeah, we have to empower each other. Right. But we serve all, men, women, and children. Right. But it's women getting together because I want to also, while we're going out there in our community serving, I want to also instill togetherness and bonding with women in our community because we need more of that too. So I killed two birds with one stone.
Yeah, exactly. What advice would you give someone that was in the situation that you were in?
What I would tell them is definitely go with their gut feeling. If you are in a domestic crisis and you are not feeling safe or you have any instinct of fear, first things first is contact the police. Don't be afraid to contact the police or contact Safe Nest or the Shade Tree immediately. Plan your route of escape. If you're in a situation and you're not 100% sure what to do, you can always call the Safe Nest and Shade Tree or look online, go to the library preferably. Go to the library because that way, if you're not with your aggressor at the house, on your computer, then there's no way that he can track your, history on your computer or what have you. So use the library's computers. or let a friend know that you trust, a family member know that you trust, that will be able to help you get out of this situation safely. You know, I didn't go with my instincts, so over the course of the 3 months I was involved in this domestic crisis, my instincts told me very early on, but I didn't listen to them.
Right.
So that's what the very last day that something wasn't right.
Right.
It was almost too late, and this man ran for a gun, and I was almost dead as I'm running down the street away from this man, leaving my car, leaving my keys, leaving my purse, leaving everything. So that's what I would say. Listen to your gut and get out the first time you feel uneasy about the situation, because it's about to get ugly.
Okay. I understand that.
Don't wait till it's too late.
Okay. What motivates you? What motivates Christina?
What motivates me is seeing more people come together and helping others.
Okay.
That's simple as that. Like today, it's complete strangers coming to me and donating to this cause.
Right.
You know, that shows me that there are people out there that do care.
Yeah.
You know, and just seeing the smiles on the people's faces when we go to the shade tree and put on these events, and when we go out and serve the sandwiches and the bottles of water to the homeless people living on the street, and they say, "Thank you so much, I was so hungry." That is a good feeling.
Yeah.
Like you just saved somebody an extra day of their life to make it to see another day.
Okay. What are the current projects you're working on right now? What does We Rock have going on?
Well, right now we are gearing up for our birthday bash, spring birthday bash event. My birthday is on April 29th, and the volunteer coordinator at the Shade Tree, hers is on the 30th, on that Saturday. So I approached her with an idea where I want to throw a big clothing giveaway, where we're going to give product and services to the women and children there. We have a makeup artist coming. We have two makeup artists, actually, and that came about today. So we have two makeup artists, and one's also a hairstylist that's going to come in there. We're seeking donations to purchase Little Caesars pizzas. So we're going to have pizza there for the children and the women as well. Birthday cake. This is going to be a big, amazing event. We have just received a huge donation of clothing for women, men, women, and children, but especially the men and women, because one of our donors was a businessman. He had an online business, and he's no longer doing that, but he had a stock of clothing that he still had inside boxes, and he donated them to our organization. And so we're going to hand out makeup, toys, purses, shoes, clothes, just everything. So,
Get over there.
oh yeah, and we're seeking volunteers. So we're going to need volunteers for this event, and it's going to be a lot of fun for everybody.
Great. Okay, where can everyone reach you for the organization?
They can reach me either by email at Roc LV for Las Vegas at USA.com. So that's WEROCLV at USA.com, or on our I would say our website, but no, it's pretty long, so you'll be able to find us on Facebook.
Okay.
And find our website on Facebook at We Rock Las Vegas or Christina Thompson.
Is there a Twitter page? Or
We do have Twitter as well. Yep, we have Twitter. Don't have Instagram yet because I'm not really Instagram savvy. So one day we'll have Instagram, but we definitely have a Twitter at We Rock Las Vegas or We Roc Lv. And then by phone, 702-748-7638.
Okay. What's your final message that you would want to leave with VIP?
What I want to leave with everyone is to never think you don't have enough to give. Every little bit counts. $1 makes a difference. So I don't want you to think that you have to donate every day, every month, or you have to donate a certain dollar amount, or you don't think that the clothing that's in your closet, if you don't like it, nobody else will. Just remember, there are people that are living on the streets that wish they had what you had. So even if whatever you do, I just urge you to pay it forward. Do something good for someone, because that good karma and God's blessings will definitely come back to you, just for thinking outside of yourself.
Right.
if you buy a sandwich for someone, if you just go take a sandwich or some bottled water, a case of water costs $2.99 maximum for 24 or 32 bottles of water. And even at Sam's Town, you can get it for $1.99 sometimes for 40 bottles. So you can go pass out that water, and it only took you $3, a little bit of gas, and about 20 minutes of your time. That is what giving back is all about, and how you receive your blessings.
Great. Thank you so much, Christina, for sitting down with the interview with VIP, the magazine.
It's an honor.
It was a great interview.
Thank you so much for having me.
And it was great having you. And
Thank you.
everyone, make sure you check out We Rock Las Vegas, because VIP, the magazine, will definitely be helping out and sponsoring some things that are coming up. So stay tuned for more from We Rock Las Vegas. This is VIP, the magazine. Ray Stewart, we're out.